Hello everyone, welcome to Inside My Mind series where I explain everything you need to know to become an extraordinary player in the finals. Today we are casually jumping in the window with a double bunny hop and destroying the double heavy team within a second, which was absolutely unheard of if you are playing any automatic weapon on a medium. Shotgun allows you to stay alive in this broken, like brain dead meta where everyone is playing double Lewis gun, double shotgun, and they just have so much utility. And when they close the gap between you, there is nothing you can do with Scar, there is nothing you can do with AK. Perhaps you can leave them with like half HP, but realistically, how often do you find yourself in a situation where you win a duel against a heavy player? But with a model 1887, it is quite possible to do it. I feel like this weapon is on the same level as Scar, and maybe even better if you have a little bit worse of an aim than perfect, because you know what's the point of weapon being strong if you cannot put it into use, right? So here we are holding our position. My job as a medium in a double heavy composition is always to keep my heavies safe, whether I have to destroy people that are killing them or I have to heal them, right? And it's very important not to take unnecessary damage. It's very important not to be an idiot. You have to be the last person to take damage. You have to be the last person to engage. You have to be the last person to steal, last person to be out of position, last person to lose the game for your teammates. And I'm just unfortunately whiffing everything. And this guy with a spoon is incredibly freaking scary. Like, he just presses W on you and there is nothing you can do. Like, because majority of the cash outs in the finals are in close quarter environments, meaning that at some point you would have to be in a sledgehammer range, right? So we got the first cash out, 13k is banked, and instead of going towards B, I'm like, yo, let's actually play for 3 and 4. Perhaps our tempo will allow us to tap both walls for an additional $1,000, which can actually win you some games. Well, as you can see here, we are kind of late for 3, so the most proper way is just to turn around for 4 and play for it. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Note that I am playing this match on a previous patch. I'm gonna record a video today, and when it comes to my thoughts and ideas about the current state of the game, I feel like the change where you cannot look anywhere while you are stealing and rezzing is great. But yeah, that's exactly what I think about like this weapon. So the change with not look around is great. And then the change with APS, I haven't tested it, but a few of my friends told me that, some of them told me that it's okay. And then you can like replace it, and I mean, like, it takes 3 projectiles to destroy it, and like one fight, there is going to be one fight, and then you have to replace it, and then there is going to be another one fight. Do I still think it's better than defibs? Depends on the composition. In double medium, no, you need to run 1 defib at least. In double heavy, you need to run 0 defibs. It's not important. Your heavy players are going to be fine without you defibbing them. In heavy medium light composition, it's important to run defibrillator. It's very important because your light is gonna die. It's a very fragile, a low impact class that requires a lot of your attention, because like the difference between double heavy and heavy medium light is the fact that you as a medium have to constantly apply your attention, right? Not apply your attention, but like focus your attention on your light, in comparison with taking a better position, in comparison with you like doing stuff, right? So here we are throwing the cash away, but we failed. I feel like this is not a good idea to do that, because simply because we're playing double heavy, APS, 8 barricades, we can just sit permanently in this room and there is nothing opponents can do. Okay, so we got glitched. Notice how we got rid of the window climbs, we got rid of the window jumps, and this is great. Okay, so IPS would have been like, what, 60% HP now. Doable, pretty much doable. I feel like APS is great still, because people usually don't run any projectile utilities that much outside of like RPG and a bubble, so it is not a problem. It is not a problem for us. Here we are just he just yoinked the trophy. What a disaster. This is a tower defense at its finest. We just have the great position of power for us, and yeah, boom, guy is half HP already. Like, I didn't do anything extraordinary and the guy is already half HP. So notice how we are playing. Oh my god, this is a disaster. Notice how we are playing close to cash. It's very important to do that in the current state of the game. Boom, this guy's dead. You're being great help with the shotgun for your heavies, because with Scar you are consistently run away and cannot really take duels, and then shotgun really allows you to do that, right? So here, took the cash, 32,000 and 2 minutes left on the clock. And this is like a breaking point for a lot of players, and a lot of them are losing games for themselves simply because they don't understand how math works in the finals, right? So let me break it down for you. Like, you have 32k, right? So if red team is gonna tap the vault and then place it in, they're gonna have more money than you. Well, not now because we tapped, right? But it's going to be 3 plus 8 plus 22, which is going to be 33. Yep, so see, they tapped, and if they will place it in, and then purple is going to place it in, you will end up in a situation where you would have to play safe, right? And you would have to steal. You would have to go for 22, which is like absolutely not optimal, right? So here we want to grief out purple team because they are annoying and they are playing with a spoon and a shotgun. And on Monaco, I would assume that this is not the proper way to play against opponents like this. So we want them out. As I've said earlier, you lose games not in the final round. You lose games not in the present round. You lose games on a round where you weren't able to grieve the strongest team. That creates problems for you, because in the current matchmaking there are always teams and players that are just I don't know, drunk, clueless, not here, and then it's really easy to win against them. But there are players that are locked in, motivated to grind, and like, these are the people that you want out of your lobby if your main goal is to win. So here we are stuck on some building scrap, and this is dangerous. This is losable. All right, it's 34k. But we chill, okay? So notice how we place the cash, and now we are above the qualification line, and all I need to do is just stay alive. If I wipe, we lose. But we still want to grieve purple. Well, this is not gonna be quite possible, because we're just gonna get interrupted by red guys with the sword, and that's going to be the first game. Very easy. Macro wise, finals is all about the objective play. It's not about how flashy your kills are. It's not about how well you outplay opponents. It's just like that. And we're going for the next round. I decided to continue testing double movement plus and APS, although it greatly depends on your playstyle. Some mediums like to go for APS jump pad and APS. Some players like to run without an APS, and well, in the current meta, getting double RPG'd, catching a bubble to the face and then being pushed, just W keyed on, is incredibly unsatisfying, and I would definitely not want to do that. So what you have to do is to find the perfect balance between your and your teammates' loadout, right? So what's the point of running an APS if you don't have barricades, right? So if your playstyle will not allow you to hide behind safe space, a natural cover, which is going to be a barricade, right? No, it's not a natural cover, it's like artificial cover, right? So if it will not allow you to do that, then maybe an APS is not an option, and you have to play like you have to scatter a little bit and then just play your life, play defibs. But as you can see here, we are just cooking with the shotgun, and I would have to be exceptional and extraordinary in order to get value out of my Scar in situations like this. So if I were to place myself in a position where I would have to do, I would have to go for same kills as I did on shotgun, not only this is going to be incredibly harder to do so, but it's going to be inconsistent because, like, well, again, I understand that model 1887 is not the most consistent weapon still, but yeah. So here we are going for our teammate, and this is the power of heals. The guy is at full HP after like how many seconds, right? And if you run something like dematerializer or a turret, this is a big mistake, wasted value, and you completely get rid of the main idea of a support class in the finals, and you leave your heavies alone, and they're just gonna die from gas, fire, consistent applied pressure, from everything. There is nothing there's nothing they can do to save themselves, right? And even if you are not running with them, heal is just absolutely mandatory. Let's see what they will do in season 3. Perhaps they will add additional gadgets. I'm very curious to see what is going to be the main change that will drastically set the direction of the game, in the sense that, well, now we are sitting at like what, 14,000 peak a day, which is pretty mediocre for a game with such high potential, right? So I wonder what they will do in season 3. Of course I'm gonna make videos and stuff, but yeah, we'll see. All right, topping Vault 3, it's important to pace it as fast as possible towards the next cash out, whether it's gonna be C or this cash out A just ran out, and we're like, yo, cash out B is actually great, no? So we're just gonna tap both vaults because opponents are busy fighting each other instead of playing for objective. I'm placing movement for my heavy player, and we are running towards B. Very important to place your pads from goo, very important to go for the zip across, and then notice how I cycled my zip and I almost have it back. So this is great. This is great. Okay, going for the cash out D. It's actually D, sorry. Incredibly impossible to steal. Like one of the hardest cash outs to do anything because of high verticality and how unreliable closing up the distance is right now in the current state of the game, right? I mean, they can double drop it. They can go for what? They can drop the whole platform. They can make a whole like below, but this is not gonna work. Like dropping the whole platform is gonna be better, I feel like. So yeah, as you can see, they dropped it, and we still have insane advantage. The second they will try to sit on a cache and steal, we're just gonna jump on them because we choose the engage timing, we choose everything pretty much. Boom, and then yeah, both of these guys are like half. Did I do enough damage? It's like 128, 112 with 2 bullets, man. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. It's incredibly difficult to one clip a medium with Scar. It requires you to be absolutely extraordinary, and then with this weapon you just like go into tap. Very brain dead, but it is what it is. Okay, so here we are like struggling tremendously to pick up the things. And well, okay, so another fundamental principle, if you see that opponents are not coming and the cash out is 25% or less left, you just go and grieve another team, or you go and play for the next vault, because this is not going to be that valuable, right? But we are being attacked, so we have to go and do the job. Boom, boom. Medium just died with 2 bullets, and another medium is half HP after 1 shot. Like, there is nothing you can do. There is nothing you can do. Of course, you have to adjust your playstyle, but I feel like for the majority of the player base, this weapon is going to be way stronger than a Scar. Way stronger. Like, you don't have to spend hundreds of hours in aim trainers. You don't need to have great gear for tracking. Like, your mousepad does not need to be clean. So you won't need to have like smooth tracking experience, but yeah, Okay, 35k, 2 minutes left, impossible to lose. We just need to anchor, and we are going to be absolutely fine. I'm stuck on the goo, and yep. And then they just get completely annihilated by random mines in the corner of the garden. And then I'm being spooned, or my teammate is being spooned, right? So, disaster struck. Very important in situations like this is to always have a teammate that just anchors, that is just sitting there and enjoying himself, right? Like, I don't know, scrolling TikTok, talking to his family. I don't know what he's doing, but certainly not being an idiot, because again, let's take a look at math. If they tap it and place it in, it's gonna be still 30k, right? So if realistically, if 2 of the top teams are going to place the cash out in, we are still going to be fine. Absolutely fine. And now, after you get such massive advantage, you can choose who you want to grieve. Very important to do that. Oh my god, this is a disaster and a half. You want to choose who you want to grieve, like which team possesses the stronger target, which team is going to be a problem in the final round. You always have to keep an eye on that, and I feel like I'm going to be an idiot here. I'm like, yo, I'm placing a putt for you, and then my heavy missed. I missed one shot, and then like, oh my god, man, nah, this is crazy. This is crazy what I just did. 2 bullets, 250 damage. Insane. Like, insane. Absolutely insane. And here we just want to grieve. What do we want to grieve? Purple. We want to grieve purple. Like, no, please. I don't want to play against the spoon guy. That's just gonna run at me and like destroy me alive. So, is this exactly what we're doing? I'm not exactly sure. Ah, I remember. So we had different calls. I'm like, yo, let's grieve orange. And my guy's like, yo, let's grieve purple. And then we're like, yeah, let's just help pink if we possibly can. And notice what's happening on the map right now. We end up in a situation where boom, boom, I missed, boom. It's just like, this is broken, man. You just go and like destroy. Oh no. Nice. Yes, beautiful. Okay. So orange team is a spoon. Orange team has a spoon, and then all we need to do is steal from them and then defend pink if possible. If not possible, that's just a disaster. That's just a disaster. So here I'm like, yup, let's just we're just gonna end up staying here. We're gonna play 2+1. My other heavy is going to another cash out to help, right? And then we are cooking here. So I'm like, yo, let's actually play closer to cash out. This is a great spot. You just barricade yourself with an APS, and they would have to spend so much resources trying to do anything against you. I feel like Frodo in Lord of the Rings, while I'm hiding away from the like this creature abomination, and then actually last second orange team, and notice how close we are to the cash out. Like, it's very, very difficult to steal, and he just got stuck on the goo and RPG'd himself. Very unfortunate, bro. Like, exceptionally unfortunate. And we have pink as our opponents in the final. There was like at least 4 minutes of mindless running around without achieving anything, and yeah, we are just playing time here. My job is not to play my life. My job is to make sure that they are not in time to steal the cash out. And notice how we set it up. One guy is playing at an off angle on the roof, and oh my god, like, disaster struck. Absolute disaster. So opponents, if they were to be a proper strong team, they would zip on the roof, try to destroy the heavy that is playing at an off angle, and then pad on a person that's holding the cash out close, right? But because they went below without any movement, without any zipline, no nothing, it was incredibly easy for us to like really dominate them at such positions. Here I wanted to do prop serve, but just blew myself up. Very nice. Very important to use glitch barrels, guys. It's incredibly important to use glitch barrels in the current meta. It allows you to be very dangerous. Like, the difference between a heavy that has RPG, bubble, barricade, and a heavy that doesn't is just night and day difference. So here I am more of a utility guy that's just missing every bullet, unfortunately. There I'm like, oh, yep, I'm just gonna heal my teammate. And at some point, your enemies are running out of utility, running out of ammo, running out of position. They are fully committed in a bad spot, and you can take advantage of that. You can absolutely take advantage of that. Okay, so we're just gonna wait. And then notice what we tried to do. We're like, yo, let's actually flip the cash out. Let's drop the cash out. We're gonna barricade it away from the wall so it doesn't stick to it, and gas barrel would be okay to throw it. And then we are trying to destroy this thing, which is like pretty much indestructible, it feels like. And at the same time, we are looking for some gas in order to throw it away. Well, that works as well. That works as well. And yeah, that works as well. Okay, so we're just gonna go this side, and I feel like opponents would make a big mistake by closing up the distance in the open, which is pretty strange. Okay, so we're just gonna place barricades and APS on a safe space where we can kite people. And yeah, notice how I don't even believe that I can have value on that range with a shotgun, so I just heal my teammate to the fullest, try not to overcharge your weapon. I was like, I honestly don't care. And then shotgun is not the greatest weapon when you are poking people up far. This is why you have to change your playstyle and make it so you are always closing up the distance on enemies. So here I'm like looking for gas, boom, found it. All right, and let's see what we are going to do. You can throw your gas to your teammate, he's gonna catch it, and we are going to throw the cash out away. Boom. Okay, so in order to throw the cash out away, you just throw the gas in the cache, catch it, and then throw it again. Okay. It's gonna take some time, and some of the problems you might experience is that when it's close to the wall, you have to barricade it out, and then if it's very close to you, you won't be able to do it. So notice how I'm playing close to cache, and I possess a serious threat when it comes to stealing the cache out. Right? Like, it's very difficult to steal a cache out against a shotgun guy, and this is just going to be the game, right? Very, very simple, yet exceptionally effective. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about this build. See you in the next one. Peace.